April Fools, April 1st, 2020. We need clear vision, perfect vision. It's no joke. That's the lovely AOC. Look like we have to wait 5, 6, 7 years for her to be eligible to be president before we can get this stuff worked out. I'm only not cussing for respect of the young people, the old people, and the crazy people. I'm still going to be able to say words like that, but I wanted to give like a corona update for this thing. COVID-19 is no joke. Let's put people out of work. It's made people have to separate, drive down the street in cars for parades to shake hands. And I seen a wedding where the bride had to have her parents on a tablet to walk her down the aisle in an empty church. I seen a dead body on a forklift loaded into a cold truck. It's ridiculous, man. And then we got some chump, right, lives up in the White House talking about he's going to hold back 10,000 ventilators for the surge. Let me tell you about some surge, bro. We got so far approximately 4,000 deaths in the United States, 200,000 confirmed cases, 1 million cases confirmed worldwide, and approximately 50,000 deaths worldwide. It's no joke, man. I mean, they're releasing people out of prison and jails early to try to keep the spread down. AOC, I know they can't see you, but girl, lady, woman, madam president, you look good. Female, I hope you just can do a good job and keep the corruption at a minimum. For my counsel, though, I think we got to wait till 2028. My God, help us out. Hey, that's what we need to do. An emergency thing is take away the age limitation and add in an intelligence, minimum for voters and candidates. This is ridiculous, man. I mean, everybody have to wear a mask. One time they're telling you to wear a mask, other time not. President talking about at one time we're going to have it down to 0. Now, it's 4,000, 5,000 confirmed cases of people being killed. States have quarantines where you can't go outside, such as California, Louisiana, New York. They were talking about, trying to quarantine the states where they would make it unlawful for them to be able to leave the state. Then we got other states that should be having some type of quarantine, such as I don't even want to name them, man, but y'all know. Like one of them like in the East Coast or the South, the most southest, most eastest. Maybe got a couple bodies of, man, like water on the sides of it. It's hard out here, man. Hey, I just want to tell y'all, man, don't play the fool no more. Love one another. Check up on your peoples. Help them out as much as you can. Thank God for all that we do have, that we have made it this far. Somehow we made it. AOC, I need you. I need you. I'm going to try to see if I can get one more going. But if not, it's all good. It's all good. But the thing is, right, is that we, it's April 1st. They about to try to give out a stimulus check to some people. Some people going to have to suffer without it, but they want to make sure that they get the businesses and all the rest of these people, make sure that they got it. You can probably go and go bankrupt. Some chump in the White House know all about that. Another political reporter, I think she was reporting on Biden and Bernie's Super Tuesday debate, which basically ended the whole thing where it made it now it's going to be between Biden and Trump. And, we don't have a say, man. We got to get this political process correct. Cory Booker, Castro, Kamala Harris, Yang, Tulsi Gabbard, uh, you know, Deval Patrick. Some people we never even really got to hear really, much about. Joe Biden was like in fourth place in Iowa and fourth place in New Hampshire and maybe fourth or third in Arizona. And then all of a sudden, by the fourth contest, he's the presumptive nominee. And Trump is just over there licking his chops. It's like Hillary Clinton all over again. It's like 2016 all over again. The only way that Trump can win is if we give it to him. And now we're trying to give it to him. And the thing is, that's so funny, right? Is that he became from it's a political fake news Democratic hoax to all of a sudden he want to be a wartime president where he gonna put war on Corona. Corona putting war on him and us. It done cost the economy at least a third since it was starting. And that's the thing too. It was like November is when they first was having the first cases. The people of America didn't start hearing about this as a major news story until January. Didn't start taking steps until like March 18th. Man, that is enough to, say, hey man, it's got to go. But see, that's the thing, right? Is that in 2016, when it was Hillary and Trump, I said, man, I felt bad for America. I felt bad. It was the saddest, like political choices that we had. And now we go get Biden and Trump, and Biden sounding like me, right? Where he can't put the sentences together, forgetting what the heck he talking about. I myself predicted him to be president in like 2010. I predicted him to be the next president after Obama. But he chose not to run. So he missed the boat. He had a chance, but no, he wanted to give it to Hillary. And now Hillary, and that's the thing, right? They talking about, well, if Biden is not capable of being able to handle this crisis, who could do it? Then they talking about, well, maybe Clinton, maybe New York Governor Cuomo. And shout out to him, man. He, has been on the news like pretty much every day. But he's sounding, like, hey, it's time for us to get this stuff together. Get it, and what are we going to do with the Democratic convention? How are they going to be able to nominate a president? I mean, even graduations are going video conference. Kids are out of school since mid-March. When I was a kid, we couldn't even get an extra day off, a snow day. And now these kids, I'm with them. They get to be out of school 10, 12, 14 weeks early, like a whole quarter probably, And we're in a bad state, man. The thing is, don't go crazy, with everything. We have to really stock up. Don't be trying to overstock and, trying to, I know some people going to get their hustle on. If toilet paper 6 rolls is going for $60 to $80 online, how can you be mad at them for trying to get their hustle and grind on? If people can pay it, they don't want to wait for the lines, they don't, convenience, hey, that's all good. And see, now, I want to give a special shout out to the first line responders, the nurses, the doctors, the ER people, the people that's trying to give the test. We ain't got enough tests. Tests costing $9,000 to $10,000 just to find out if you got the coronavirus. Man, it's set up to bankrupt us all. There was a boat And some of us was in the struggle boat, right? Where we had to struggle day to day, paycheck to paycheck. And now the boat is over flooded. It's like the Titanic. It's going down. And now, they trying to kick the people that, have really earned maybe the assistance and the help, trying to kick them out of the boat. This thing is real serious. So if you got elderly people that you're around, try to make them wear masks if you can. I know it's hard. They are, feisty. They tough. They live life the best way that they know how. We love them. You know what I mean? But try to keep people away from them if you can. Do things for them like going to the store, paying the bills, or whatever they need. Be able to do. You know, and that's the thing too, right? Is if they would have reported this earlier, maybe Louisiana would have been in better shape, and they wouldn't have let everybody go out there and do Mardi Gras, because then you out in Mardi Gras, contagious area, and it just spread like wildfire. Go back to your own homes, and then what? It's trouble. And here's the other thing, though, right? I seen a photo of a doctor. He was trying to self quarantine from his family, right? They had him and his son. They had their hands up on the glass, and then the next day, what happened? They got hit with a tornado. So then he had to really try to move his family to safety. So then he wasn't quarantined away from his kid no more. He was actually trying to take him to, some safer shelter. So, it's just, man, don't let the people overreact. It's difficult. This might probably gonna be the last one right here. Yeah, she's also was reporting maybe from the Bernie campaign. And that's the funny thing, right? Yang wanted the universal basic income, talking about giving everybody $1,000 a month. People say, "Oh, he crazy." They get him out of the race. What happens? Now everybody waiting for a $1,300 check. Bernie Sanders talk about Medicare for all. Now what happened? This pandemic come through. Everybody needs